I'm Natalia Bonner. Welcome to the Free Motion Filler Frenzy lesson number 6. We have made it through all 6 lessons. I've been having so much fun machine quilting these designs, and I hope you have too. Don't forget to share your progress in our Piece and Quilt Show and Tell Facebook group. Today we're going to be stitching 2 more fun designs. For these final 2 designs, I am going to be switching my thread color again to So Fine color number 418. It's this really beautiful pink. Another fabulous color to use across many quilts. Now once I finish today's lesson, then I am going to go back through my quilt using So Fine color number 451, a bright white thread, and now I'm going to quilt on each of those orange slices as well as each of the circles. I do have 2 more videos available where I show you step by step how to machine quilt on those blocks. Thanks for joining me in this fun stitch along. Let's hop over to our machines and let's get stitching the final 2 designs. We'll start out today with the maze design. This is a great geometric design, and again, like most of my designs, there are no rules. This one, I'm keeping it pretty crisp and clean, stitching straight lines. To stitch out this design, you can start anywhere you want. Here, I chose to start near the side of my design. I start out by stitching my first straight line. These lines I'm keeping a little bit smaller because I want a more dense design. So none of my lines are more than 1 inch. They're probably closer to about a 1/2 inch in length. But yes, some are a little bit longer and some are a bit shorter. I'll stitch a straight line, then stop. I want to have that crisp point. So I want to actually have my machine stop and take a stitch to create my corner. Then from there, I'll alternate directions and stitch another straight line, just creating little boxes or little corners all over this background filler. Now, as I'm stitching this out, I do try to not cross over my original stitch line, but if you're using a thread that blends really nicely and you feel like you need to cross over your original stitch line, then go for it. Nobody is ever going to notice that you crossed over in that one spot. Chances are, when you come back to the quilt after taking a break, you'll probably even have a hard time finding that one little spot. I'll continue quilting these fun little straight lines all over my design until my background filler is complete. I hope you all found a bit of inspiration from this fun maze design. Don't forget to share your progress in our Piece and Quilt Show and Tell Facebook group. Let's make some wind. On the right quilt, sometimes you want designs that are a little bit more figurative. So, for example, you have a sky. You want some wind. This is a perfect place to quilt a design like this. To quilt out this design, I'm quilting long, wavy lines. When I say long, here my longest ones are maybe about 4 inches, and my shortest ones might be as short as 1 inch. But I'm essentially creating long, wavy lines. I do want that crisp factor as well. So when I get to the end of where I'm creating my long, wavy line, again, I want my machine to stop and take a stitch to make sure I get that point, and then I'll go back in the opposite direction. So here I'm working back and forth, left to right, creating those wavy lines. I'm kind of following the previous wavy line, kind of a little bit of an echo as I quilt those out, but not 100%. I don't want them all to be the exact same. I want maybe a set of 3 or 4 that are about the same, and then I'll move on and do another set of 3 or 4 wavy lines, or so, maybe even 1 or 2, that create this beautiful wind pattern. The spacing between my lines as I stitch out this wind design is pretty close. I like this design to be more heavy to give the effect of the wind. So my lines are probably about 1/4 of an inch to even 1/8 of an inch apart. Very tight and heavy design. I hope you all found just a bit of inspiration from this awesome design. From all 12 of these awesome designs, we do have a companion design workbook that contains all 12 of these designs. I recommend getting that. Practice doodling the designs if you're struggling at all. That design workbook also contains QR codes that you can scan from your mobile device, and it will take you to each of the videos where I'll walk you through the process of machine quilting these 12 designs. Have a great day, everybody.